Good morning, buenos dias, bonjour, buongiorno, annyeonghaseyo, aloha kakahakia. Welcome back to the vlog. I am so sorry I did not record anything right after my infusion or even yesterday, the day after the infusion. Mostly it was because yesterday I did absolutely nothing, literally nothing after the infusion. I rested all day, and at around 6 p.m. I started getting ready for today's classes. It's been really strange these past, I think, 2 infusions, because instead of getting that pounding headache I get right after my nap, once the infusion is done, I'm starting to get symptoms the day after, which means yesterday. Yesterday when I woke up, I was nauseated. I had a headache. It wasn't pounding, but I had a lot of pressure right here and all the way around the nape of my neck. But yeah, I felt that fatigue I always feel. I think that's a given for me, always. I'm always gonna feel fatigue after my infusion. I took a nap at around maybe 1 in the afternoon, around when I was supposed to have lunch. Then when I woke up around 3 or 4, I had lunch. It was kind of a very slow, just not worth recording day, quite frankly. And my husband was thankfully home. His work took into consideration the fact that COVID cases are increasing in the offices around his. So with my immune system being suppressed just yesterday, or before yesterday, they said, okay, just stay home at least these 2 days. And today is his first day back to work. He's gonna try to stay away from everybody. If possible, just work outside of the area where he normally works. And of course, follow our protocol for when he gets home, which is to strip in the laundry room, go straight into the bathroom, shower, and then he's free to roam around the house without too much contact, unfortunately. Since I have class in just a few minutes, I'll tell you later about the infusion, which was very interesting. I got my IV here for the first time ever, and that was actually fairly pleasant, believe it or not. Can't wait to tell you about it. But yeah, I'm a little bit of a rush, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. We're taking our 10-minute break. I wanted to show you my little setup here. There's my Zoom meeting. The kid is in her break right now. And here I have my second laptop to follow along the lesson plan that we're doing. Got a message just now. Okay, that's Facebook stuff I can deal with later. Right now I'm gonna take this opportunity to take my pills with some water, because I realized that taking them with almond milk in the morning was feeling very uncomfortable. It was making me bloat. So I'm gonna take them with some water, and I'm also gonna prepare some more materials for my 11 o'clock class, because even though I finished planning it, I didn't get the materials. I didn't grab all the cards and things that we use for games. And remember that my table is over there at the nurse's station, so I gotta put that back up, but I gotta grab some stuff. Then we have another 10-minute break after our Spanish lesson. Right now it was English, then we're gonna do Spanish, then 10 minutes, then we do math. Then I have 20 minutes before I have to go over to someone else's house for English, which we do actually phonics and reading. So they're very different classes, which is something I don't know if I talked to you about before, but my schedule is really full because all the classes I teach are different. With this kid, I'm doing conversational English, written Spanish, and math practice. With the kids across the street, I do reading and phonics and English and conversational Spanish. Then with the kid who lives right across from us, we do reading and phonics, but at a different grade level. And my afternoon, I still need confirmation from some parents, but I'm going to be doing homework help, so at least I don't have to prepare material, but I'm actually preparing material for 6 different kinds of classes. So that's why I told you a couple days ago, yeah, things have changed, but we'll talk about that later. I got to get going. You guys, I'm already exhausted. I couldn't stop yawning during the class, and I had to apologize to my students. Like, I'm so sorry that I keep yawning. It's just, I'm still tired from the other day. I had explained to my student, she's 9, 10 years old, that my treatment suppresses my immune system. Had to explain what an immune system was and the fact that that medicine puts my immune system to sleep, so it'll stop being confused about what to protect me against. Seemed like she understood, so I told her that yesterday was my recovery day, but I just feel very tired, so I couldn't stop yawning. Oh, it was driving me crazy, and I'm already so beat. I have just probably 10 minutes. What time is it? Yep, I have 13 minutes to get to the next place. So now I'm gonna let the doggies go outside for a little while, because I'll be there for an hour and some. The mom's gonna tell me how my kid's first day of school went, the 6-year-old. Luna, vete afuera, párate. She was comfy. I'm actually going to show you a picture of how comfy these two were napping together. It was so cute and so funny. Anyway, my 6-year-old student had his first day of class on Monday. I'm dying to know how that went because he's on the spectrum. So we wanted to know how well distance learning was going to go for him, since he was already doing speech therapy online on his tablet. And there were good days, there were bad days, there were not having it days. Can't wait to see how that went and see what we're going to work with together. When I get back from that class, I'll tell you guys about the infusion the other day, although I think it was pretty self-explanatory. Still want to share with you all the details. How I wish I could stay out here the entire day. I absolutely love how sunny it is outside. Look how beautiful the day is. Today the recycling truck was coming by, so I was just putting that back. It was a good class with my two kids, 4 and 6. Oh my gosh, the 4-year-old. Sometimes it takes a little extra energy to work with 4-year-olds, which I did not have today, but we did good. Seriously, if you can download any educational app that's actually worth it, even if you have to pay monthly, annually, whatever, they're really worth it. We're really getting a lot out of the Hooked on Phonics and what's the other app that we use? Or not app, we use education.com. What I really love about education.com is that you can actually create profiles for your students, give them a code, and they can access their island games whenever they want. So if you give them assignments, you can track their progress and see where they need help. I really like education.com. Again, not sponsored or anything. It's just something I think you should really look into, especially now that everybody is homeschooling or doing distance learning and they need supplemental material. The mom I was just talking to was telling me that the school isn't actually very equipped to tackle kindergarten lessons at a distance. The programs that they're using are very outdated. Some of them are even pretty glitchy. And she compared the work that we've been doing with education.com since the beginning of the year. So she knows, she knows what's good graphics and goodness, I have some serious brain fog or brain farts going on here. Just really fun interactive activities for kids. So if you haven't already, go check out education.com. I highly recommend it. I'm done with classes for today, but I still have to write my progress reports, tell the mom from this morning, 8 to 10, what we did together online, then prepare for tomorrow's classes, as well as send some invoices. I also got, oh, I left the mail outside. Lali, Luna, afuera. They were outside before I left and they didn't want to come back inside. I left the mail, so I got the catalog for my home business, which means that I also have to tell my customers to check their mailbox to see if their catalogs came in. Got a bit of work to do, but I think I'm also going to take a break because if I work myself ragged, I will not recover from this Entyvio hangover as good as I possibly can. Well, this was new, infusion wise. Yes, those are my earrings in the back. It's just, I don't want to lose them. I don't even know where to begin with this, so bear with me if I start telling a story like those memes where they say, this is how you tell a story, this is how I tell a story, because that's probably how it's gonna go. I'm still feeling very drained, very tired, very heavy, and I know it's from the infusion. I think that what's happening right now is that I'm not used to doing so much around infusion days because I've had infusions for 4 years, starting with Remicade 2 years, and Entyvio will be 2 years this October. But I've always had those days to recuperate. This time, I did a lot of work the day before the infusion, the day of the infusion. Yesterday, I rested until 6, and then I started working today. And I honestly just think I'm not used to it because by day 2, maybe 3, post infusion, I'm already feeling okay. I do not feel okay. If you know me, I am that kind of person who always says, I'm okay, I can take it, I can handle it, I don't need help. And when, say hi to my husband. When the words come out of my mouth, I'm not okay, I need help, it's pretty bad. I don't need help or anything right now. I'm just not feeling okay. And I'm trying to take it easy so I don't make myself sick, I guess. Since tomorrow I only have 2 students and I know that everybody I'm currently working with understands my situation, I'm kind of just putting off whatever I said I would hand in by this afternoon. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and I know that they're just fine with it. But this is good though because it's a good learning experience, especially working on my own. I don't really let anybody down, or I'm not gonna get scared of, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get fired, because I'm learning now, okay, if I'm actually going to be doing work starting at 8 in the morning and ending sometime between 3 and 4, I really do need to get more rest than just the day after the infusion. In case you're wondering about side effects, I immediately got into the IBD support groups, the communities, and it's the same I've always read. People react differently to all medications. There are people who actually take off a few minutes from work to go get their infusion, go right back to work, and they're fine the rest of the week. Then there are people who need a couple of days to feel better, to regain their strength. Then there's me. I feel better about a day after, maybe 2. But I guess that with this new routine, this new project that I have going on, I'm gonna need a little more rest than usual. As for the infusion itself, if you saw yesterday's video, you saw that it was a new nurse. He was actually somebody I met at my first infusion here in Hawaii when I was still going to their department over in Honolulu. This guy actually works in the chemotherapy department of the hospital, which is why he's so great. And he went over here, I think you can still see it right there. He went here on my arm, which was completely new for me. The newest, oddest one, I want to say weirdest, but it's not weird, oddest site for me had been here, which I think was my before last infusion. There was another nurse coming here, I haven't seen him anymore, who tried getting it here. This definitely wasn't working for me, but this guy let me know that in this area of the arm you have less nerve endings, so it's actually less painful. Even though I hadn't put the lidocaine cream on here, the numbing agent, it actually hurt less, despite the faces I made, because he was fishing around, but that part didn't hurt. What hurt was when he actually got the vein. Oh, I felt that poke. And that's when I started making faces and rubbing my foot just to kind of distract myself from that area. I try to pat myself or rub somewhere else on my body, just like focus on over there instead of what's going on over here. But it went really well. It didn't hurt after it was there, and I don't have that discomfort of, oh my gosh, I can't bend my arm, or if I bend it, it could, I don't know if it infiltrate or block it or something, like the blood comes back out. And if it's here, then I know it's either not gonna work or blow or it's uncomfortable. It's so painful to put it here, at least for me, especially because I have such thin veins and not a lot of skin. So something I had told my husband after the infusion was that I'm very puzzled as to why I'm not getting the usual pounding headache right after the infusion. These past 2, maybe 3 infusions, I've been waking up from my naps just fine, getting that migraine pounding heaviness in my head the day after, actually waking up with oh my gosh, it feels like I have books on my head or bricks inside my head. It's really awful. No matter how much I hydrate, I always get a headache, but it's just weird. It's not happening the first, or not the first day, but the same day. It's happening the day after. And of course now with the whole I'm working with more students, I have a lot more work than I used to thing, I'm feeling drained a little longer than I used to. I gotta show you my husband. Ooh. He does not miss an opportunity to ride his road bike. Look at that, look at that. Let's go outside, let's go with him. I admire him so much. Yesterday, he was working out in the guest room because obviously gyms are closed, and if they're not closed, he doesn't trust them, which is great for me. Less risk, less exposure. So he was working out in the guest room. He rides his bike as much as he can. I'm not gonna say every day or every other day. It's just as much as he can, because you know that sometimes he gets work from home. He gets home from work. Can you tell how tired my brain is? He gets home from work, sometimes awfully late, or sometimes he'll work 12-hour days. He's very disciplined about it, and I need to follow that example. He's doing his pre-workout now. Let me see it.
Come on.
Whoop! He's doing this one. We got it off Amazon as always. Watch this, watch this. ¿Tienen hambre? ¿Quieres comida?
Got my water.
Oh yeah, he buys banana, or what is it? Baby food pouches for potassium. Vente. Luna, vente. Check it out.
We got like 20 minutes of daylight, so.
Okay, be safe. Have fun. ¿Tienes hambre, Luna? Dale, vamos a comer. I hope you guys can hear me. I don't normally share any cooking stuff, but this is kind of Entyvio related. I'm not feeling my best, not very energetic, so this is what I call lazy cooking. I have some veggies all rinsed out, got some water boiling on the stove. Just gonna peel the carrot, cut off the ends of the asparagus, snap the ends of these green beans. Then I have this nifty tool from Pampered Chef, again, not sponsored, and it helps me slice potatoes very effortlessly. Kind of throw everything in the pot together, and I don't really have to do anything. I'm still debating whether to cook it with salmon, shrimp, or turkey, but everything just goes into the one pot that I'll show you in a bit. Now that I'm done with the asparagus and the green beans, I'm gonna peel these potatoes into rodajas. Not sure what the term is in English, but this is the little apparatus that we use. Just holds the potato in there, stick it in there. This is the slicer, put it on there, and when you slice it, there we go. This one I'm gonna throw into the pot on the stove. Okay, I'm going to show you the result of my lazy cooking, and as you can see, I also changed clothes. I was not feeling very well, so I got comfortable. told my husband when he got back from biking, can you finish dinner? Because he's doing a million things at the same time. He got engine fuel on his uniform. It stunk up the laundry room. When he walked it around to take it outside, it stunk up this area. He had taken off his underwear, put it in the hamper in our bedroom. It stunk up the bedroom. So he's also pretty busy. Our vegetables overcooked. And then they got stuck to the bottom of the pot. The pot is now soaking in water, but excuse the presentation, it's still gonna taste really good. We just wanted to show you what we're gonna eat tonight. Yeah, presentation's a little shoddy, but as you can see, we went with shrimp because it's the easiest thing to cook. You just throw it in there with a little butter and it's done. Avocado's also a little shoddy because it's overripe, so it bent when I was taking it outside of its not shell, cáscara. I can't think in English right now. So when I was taking it out of there, it broke a little bit, but it's still gonna taste really good. This is rosemary, shrimp, and veggies.